Previously, Daniel's men had a mission against the group of Halim. On their way, they encountered resistance coming from groups of armed men believed to be Halim's men. There was a fierce battle between the group which resulted in Daniel being captured. On their way back, the soldiers carry wounded comrades. The family of Daniel was worried when they saw no trace of Daniel. The soldier just stood there, worries on their faces. Daniel woke up still dizzy and saw people around. Halim approached him and said, "You are a soldier. You probably don't know what happened to you. You're lucky you didn't get hurt." Daniel replied, "My men, what happened to them? Several of your men were killed in the clash. Some may have returned to your camp. And believe it or not, Sargeant, we did not ambush you." Daniel replied, "What do you mean?" Halim answered, "Don't be too trusting, Sargeant." Halim and Daniel exchange talks. "May I ask you, Sargeant? You have entered this mountain deeply. If you are Halim, yes. Is it because of what happened at Pulang Bato? Why? Is it a sin to kill that abusive mayor? His sin to the people is as long as his hand, stealing, looting, killing. Some people stay alive because it is against the law to kill them. Even the criminal has the right to trial. What law are you referring to, Sargeant?" "The laws that are supposed to protect the rights of us poor people, but are instead being used to further exploit us," Halim explained. "But you can't do it in anger." "What are you saying, Sargeant?" "I just thought, isn't anger what kills our thinking?" Daniel utters. "I'm just explaining, Sargeant," Halim answered. "I admit that our laws have many shortcomings. But isn't it, Halim, not the form, but the spirit of the law that gives life to justice? We are only doing what is necessary to keep innocent people alive." Halim utters. "Halim, not all people who fight are brave and should be admired. One should first study before applauding, whether the stance is right or wrong," Daniel answers. "What and if so is the point of this fight? What do you want to convey?" "Peace, Halim," Daniel replied. "We also want peace," Halim replied. "Because of this peace will grow." "Is it the same peace you are referring to that we also want to achieve?" Halim utters. "Same, Halim. Because we don't own the future, but our children do," Daniel answers. "That's why blood must flow, isn't it, Sargeant? So that we can achieve what you say." "If blood must flow, why not?" replies Daniel. "If the justice we achieve is just and forever. How far can you go, Sargeant? To what extent can you sacrifice to reach the peace you say?" Then Daniel answered, "I will enter, even the needle's rift.
Kahit butas ng karayom, papasukin ko."